We're here with YPO at the World Economic Forum in Davos, and tonight I have the pleasure of having with me Cherie Blair, the founder of the Cherie Blair Foundation for Women. Thank you for being with us.
I'm delighted to be here and to talk to your YPO members, and of course to you.
Thank you so much. Let me start us off by a question that is on my mind. Why did you choose to start a foundation that focuses on women entrepreneurship?
Because business has a problem. We are not harnessing the energy, the imagination, the abilities of 50% of the population, that 50% being women. And this is particularly a problem. It's a problem all over the world, but it's even more emphasized in lower middle income countries, where because women in those countries tell us they often don't get the access to the education that maybe their male peers have, where social norms may actually feel that a woman's place is in the home, and where the problems of getting access to finance, I mean, it's very difficult often for women to set up, and even if they do set up, to grow their businesses. And that is a huge missing opportunity. Research shows, for example, that if women participated equally with men as entrepreneurs, there would be an extra trillion
Wow.
dollar increase in the world economy. And at a time when we're looking always to the Sustainable Development Goals being achieved in 2030, without engaging women in the economy, we're not going to have the chance of reaching them. Particularly when you see that women, when you educate, when you help a woman achieve her goals, it has a ripple effect. It affects her family, it affects her community, and it affects the wider society. So many women that I meet are doing amazing work in their individual towns, cities, countries, and yet they could do so much more if they were given the tools to enable them to go to that next stage, whether it's mentors, whether it's business training, or whether it's the skills to get the access to finance, which every business needs if it's going to expand and grow.
Thank you for taking the initiative and being a pioneer in this. Let's focus now on, the foundation does a lot. Let's focus on a project perhaps where you've partnered with another global organization to impact a country in the emerging economy.
Well, one of the things that we do in the foundation particularly is we have developed real expertise in the use of technology to bring what we've been talking about, the training, the mentoring, the access to networks to women entrepreneurs. And we do that, we have a number of programs. And just recently, we have started a program in Guyana, where we are delivering all three of our programs. Your viewers may know that Guyana recently discovered oil. And so the government has an overarching aim, which is to ensure that the oil wealth is spread throughout society, and particularly they want to focus on making sure women have a fair share of the increased prosperity that a country of 800,000 or 900,000 people are now going to experience. And thanks to our partnership with our great funders, the Economou Foundation, with Action Invest Guyana, which is one of our local partners, and GTT, which is a Caribbean-based telecom company, we have come together to provide our three programs. Our three programs are our Her Venture app, which is a mobile app which provides training for women entrepreneurs in various areas in bite-sized, manageable pieces. So we believe in taking the training to the women and not expecting them to have to come to us to be trained. We have a global mentoring platform, and some YPO members I know have actually participated as mentors in that community. So the mentoring program is also available in Guyana for women perhaps with slightly more advanced businesses to be able to get a mentor for a year to help them with a particular business plan. And then we have specific blended learning programs of 5-6 week courses that we give access to finance, access to leadership, and access to growth. And those three programs we are delivering as well in Guyana. And I'm proud to say that that has really taken off. And today, 1 in 10 of the women in Guyana have downloaded our app onto their phones and are using it to work out whether business is for them, if they're wanting to start a business, what business they might choose, or how to grow and expand their business. And we're getting amazing feedback, and they tell us that that ability to be able to access that information at a time and a place that suits them really helps achieve their vision for their businesses in the future.
What an amazing success and innovative thinking, as you said, to not wait for people to come, but to go out there and make sure that it is accessible. Is there any advice that you would like to share with women entrepreneurs out there?
One of the things we have found for women is that stereotypes across the world say so often to women that business is not for you. We've done surveys, and the women that we work with have told us that they often encounter people who will say things like, well, women aren't very good at business, or business is too risky for you as a woman, and also even sometimes, why aren't you staying at home and letting your husband get on with the work while you get on with managing the home and the children, etc., etc. And these stereotypes do lead to some damaging consequences. I mean, when we look, as I said already, access to finance, women do not get their fair share of finance. Yes, women are often promoted in microcredit, but when you move further into getting more money to grow and expand your business, you often find women have difficulties raising money, except from their businesses directly or from friends and relatives, and they find it much more difficult for the formal financial institutions to actually get money from them. Partly that's one of the things our training, our access to finance training addresses. How do you approach a bank in order to get a loan? Is the loan the right thing for you? These are the questions that we work with in some of our programs. So that overall problem that women all over the world face, which is somehow women aren't good enough, or that business isn't for women, is something that our women tell us they're determined to prove that women can and do business very well indeed.
May I congratulate you? It is really inspiring, and I do hope that we have the ability to continue this dialogue. I think what you're doing is extremely impressive. It also touches on core values of YPO, and please rest assured that if YPO can help, and if whether it's mentoring, whether it is helping entrepreneurs that have issues, it will be a pleasure to be there for you, and congratulations for your initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the YPO members who've already supported us in those ways, and indeed by financing us as well, because like every other organisation, we always need financial support, but we also need your skills and your expertise and your advocacy, which says this is an important issue.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.